Okay. You're live.
I'm live?
You're live.
What do you mean live?
Live on YouTube. Let's see. So, you said.
Started with two 1x4s.
Okay.
Ripped it to get your 2x2 stock. So I bought 12-foot sticks. So I chopped 2 feet off. And then that 2 feet is what makes these. So I glued these onto your 2x2 stick and then shape it down.
Okay. And what was the wood again?
Ash.
Ash wood. And you planning to?
So once I'm done shaping both of them, I'll fiberglass them.
Okay, so eventually the project is this raft right here. It's a 14-foot raft that doesn't have a frame. So you're building a frame out of.
So instead of doing bent 90s, I just got T's at a discount. So all in on oars and frame, I should be like 220, and then the raft was $300.
I have a friend who's a fly fishing guide. I think they put down like $7,000 for their
yeah.
for the raft.
Yeah, you can spend a lot of money on rafts. I can't.
And again, what I told Peter and what I told you, the thing I'm worried about is with this length of a oar, with the weak spot in the center, because I don't know if you remember, but when you see a regular oar, they kind of build up. This is the thickest part, and then they keep coming down.
If you actually look at the little ones though,
Okay.
it's not actually the thickest part. It looks thicker because where the oar lock goes, they'll wrap it in kind of thicker paracord, and then that's what actually gives it its thickness. And that's
Okay.
just so you don't have fiberglass resting right on your metal oar lock. I'm worried about it too though, because I mean, to me it does feel flimsy, but even the 8-foot wooden one that's like professionally made, it feels flimsy even when it's fiberglassed. So, I mean, the process is relatively identical. So,
What about as far as how physical you need to get when you're kind of going downstream? Do you think you're gonna be fit enough to? Yeah, this is a huge project. Come on.
this is small.
But what I really want to ask you after would be to go with the elevator pitch for your project that Peter told me about, because I've been really excited to hear about that.
Oh, you want to see one?
Well, if you want to bring one, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the basement. There's one in the basement. It's not fully assembled, but I don't know. You talking about the hammock?
Yeah. So this is basically a 1x4 and then a 4x4.
No. 2 1x4s. Thank you.
Okay.
2 1x4s.
This is sponsored by Saint Lupulin. Not.
By Costco. Sponsored by Costco.
So it's 2 1. Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
There's 2
Thanks for sending us to Horsetooth Reservoir. Amazing fishery. We caught shit.
I'm a horrible fisher.
That place that you said that all the building light, yeah, where all the balls were.
No, that reservoir is almost dry. It's dropped down probably
Yeah,
a good,
like so much lower than it used to be.
probably
It's gonna be
25
so
feet.
fucking warm, you're not
25 feet down.
big.
It's really down.
Yeah, it's 2 1x4s
Okay.
laminated together, and then turn them on their side and rip it. So then you have 2 2x2s.
Mm-hmm.
And then those 2 2x2s, I took the drop from my 12-foot, so I had 24 inches,
So
plus this white oak that I laminated into that.
what? So how did you laminate? What kind of a glue do you use for the connection?
Just tight bond.
Tight bond.
Tight bond. And then,
How long does it have to sit before it's operational?
I started working with it after like 6 hours of
Okay.
setting, but I wasn't really hard on it until like 24. And then everything's biscuit jointed, so there's a biscuit joint here, a biscuit joint here, holding these 2 pieces together. and then there's 4 biscuit joints on each.
Are you gonna impregnate it before you wrap it with the
I'm
fiberglass?
going back and forth. I don't know. I've never. The only fiberglass I've ever done is on that topper. So I cut the topper and blasted it back in because it was 2 feet too long for the truck.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he did the topper himself on his truck.
But I've never done fiberglass on wood, so I'm tempted to go buy vacuum bags because I have a vacuum pump and actually do the layup, put it in a bag, and actually fully impregnate.
Well, the one thing you have going for you as a handyman, as a carpenter, if you met my father, he would say that you're lucky that you have all your fingers, because that's the sign of a carpenter. Usually they're missing at least 1 or 2.
I only really started working with wood like maybe 2 years ago. I've always been more of a welder, hence the metal table instead of a wooden table.
No, I saw your projects with the rescue stone and
The stone.
well, you have a stone table in there, and you have
Oh, the concrete table.
and then you have what was the other one? Reclaimed wood table also, like.
Then table between the
He doesn't even remember his projects.
Yeah.
yeah, he's also made.
This is really cool. I picked this up today. Look at this. Yeah. Isn't that cool?
It's got super texture, that's for sure.
Shit, I didn't see that. Sucks.
Are you gonna
Sorry.
fill it out with?
I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna leave the
He
whole.
likes this imperfection.
No, I mean,
Like
'cause,
epoxy it?
put epoxy and like put a couple of bugs or something, because that's pretty cool when I see it. I know it's not original anymore, but it's usually pretty cool
I
to
don't know.
see.
I might.
You can put like flies, like fly fishing flies.
That'd be cool. Yeah, so this will be my 2 end tables for my.
You're gonna make end tables for the bed. That's really cool. And what's the long-term project for the raft once it's ready? You said you're gonna bring it to a meet and try to.
So not this weekend, but next weekend.
You're invited.
Yeah, you wanna come?
I'm invited, but I don't know if
be-
Profit Express will find me a load this way again. We'll see. If they got a load for Windsor, maybe I'll come back and come power only, bring another trailer, and hopefully. So, tell us a little bit before you show it about the hammock project. What's the whole deal? Because he told me it sounds like a huge thing.
That's not a huge thing.
Well,
He's working more or less. Yeah.
if you get it to the level where you want it to be, I think it's gonna.
I think it's a good idea and concept. So it's a backpacking hammock that transforms into a shelter or a blanket. So like the backpacking hammocks, they're bound at both ends.
Okay.
Mine can open up, and then it has 6 tie-down points with 9 feet of guideline at each tie-down point and a line lock on each point. And then each tie-down point also, I made it so you just with a trekking pole you can support it.
Where is it gonna? Are you gonna sell it just online, or are you gonna have it in directly in
So I did a Kickstarter.
outdoor stores?
Yeah, so I'm in 20 retail shops now. I got verbal POs from 20. I'm working on REI and Cabela's, and then just 20 mom and pop shops. But then my big push is going to be on Amazon.
Well, you're definitely in the right area for it, because
Yeah.
I mean we see all the fit people out there, especially the fit ladies out there. We saw today in Colorado is definitely a different
Like
world.
When I bring it into retail shops, it's kind of a no-brainer and they get it right away. I just don't think I did a great job advertising it on Kickstarter to drive traffic to it.
But you've reached the point
I
already.
got funded, so I'll have product stateside in about 10 days. 10,
Okay.
15 days.
Is it a big issue now with all the different trade war things going on?
I'm worried about it. I don't think the product's been hit yet, but if it does hit at that 25% level, I mean, I'm looking at an extra $2,500 out of pocket that I have to pony up and give to the Port Authority, which is.
Are you gonna try to start another Kickstarter project if need be, or
For a different product, yeah.
for a different product? Okay.
So I have an apparel line at some point coming out that's going to be honoring conservationists. So it'll be a line honoring John Muir and Teddy Roosevelt. So all the shirts will be made out of recycled bottles, and then some percentage of the profit will go to conservation.
Today I saw a banana phone. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's basically a Bluetooth device in the shape of a banana that you can use as a prank to answer your phone calls from your smartphone. And I think anywhere between 10 or 20% of the retail goes to gorilla conservation.
That's cool.
So that's a pretty interesting one. I had a question and now I forgot what it was. You said mom and pop shops. What about like Cabela's, Gander Outdoors, places like that?
Now, I got entered into REI has like an internal Shark Tank type thing where you go to.
Okay.
So I got entered into compete in that. So we'll see how it goes.
And obviously I'm gonna link everything like up in this corner right here, and then I'll have it in the descriptions.
So it's Walden Hammocks.
Is your do you have like a hashtag going on Instagram, on Twitter?
It's the company is Church Outdoor Gear.
Can you
Outdoor
Church
Gear.
Outdoor Gear? Okay.
And the product is called Walden Hammocks for Walden's Pond Thoreau.
Isn't that the name of your dog?
No, my dog's name is Waylon for Waylon Jennings.
Waylon,
So
okay.
everything's-
I got confused. Okay, so again, say your name and the product and the company so that we can.
So my name is Brandon Battaglia. The company's name is Church Outdoor Gear, and the product is Walden Hammocks.
Okay, and being a church outdoor gear, are you in any way related to a church organization?
No,
of any
not
sort?
at all. Kind of regret the name of the company.
Okay.
I just kind of started moving forward, but
Well, I'm sure it's not going to be a limitation of any sort, but just,
No,
it's going to be a question like.
in essence, why I named it Church Outdoor Gear is kind of deism philosophy. Nature is your true church. Don't listen to man. Go outside and explore. You don't need a bunch of gear because all my gear that I'll produce is going to be super minimalistic to make it as easy as possible for people to go enjoy nature. Because to me, nature is church. Like that's where I get revitalized, not by listening to sermons.
That's pretty awesome.
So that's where the name stems from. There's no
And
religious.
did you already try to get affiliated with any influencers online, like Twitter accounts or Instagram accounts?
This is why my Kickstarter probably didn't go as well as it could have.
Okay.
I didn't really know what I was doing when I launched it, so no, I haven't
Okay.
reached out to anyone.
So did you
when I
try
bought-
like advertising agency? Is that what was the?
Yeah, I tried one company. Basically, they just drove traffic to my Kickstarter page.
Was it real traffic? Was it like real local traffic, or was it just
like
overall?
internet traffic to my page, but my page wasn't converting at a high enough rate. So they
Okay.
dropped me. My problem was I wanted to reach out to more people, but when I got my samples in, I could only order 5 samples because I was coming off of Chinese New Year. So I wanted to order like 50 samples and just send them out to a bunch of influencers and say, hey, test it, have fun, let me know what you think. But I could only get 5. So I focused on main magazines, Outside Magazine and Backpacker Magazine.
That's kind of tough because you're kind of mixing media this way. You know, you're trying to do an online project and you're trying to advertise it on a magazine. You should have probably just stuck with the internet altogether. But I mean,
Yeah, the reason I went to the magazine is because Backpackers headquarters are in Boulder. So
Okay.
I was able just to walk in and start talking, and they took a sample and they're going to do a review on it.
are you gonna shoot for like a more wider, like Utah, Montana? You know,
Yeah,
because
when I was-
that's like basically
Yeah, when I did my campaign, I targeted mostly western states.
right.
Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, Utah, California, Arizona, and then I did Vermont, Maine, and then.
Wait, you mean you
Carolinas,
don't want the dairy states? You don't want the overweight states?
I want everybody. Everybody should go outside. Just that's where I thought the most amount of conversion would come from.
Is it okay if we see the product?
Sure. It's not going to be set up, but it's spread out.
Well, if that's okay, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, let's follow the man.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah, the basement's messy.
Here, buddy.
Yep.
So this is it. It's not a complete one, but the outline is here. So it's not a traditional four-sided tarp. It's more of a diamond cut.
Okay.
So that way, diamond cuts just stretch better between trees. Or
It's
posts.
basically like a cowhide
Yeah,
pattern.
Yes. Yeah, like I said, this isn't a complete one. So each corner has 9 feet of paracord, and then a pocket for the paracord to live in.
Okay.
That way, when you're pulling all your shit out of your sack, you don't just have a rat's nest of cordage wrapped around itself. It's just organized. Everything's triple stitched and seam sealed. And then,
And is it waterproof both ways? Or?
yep.
Okay.
And then each corner has a line lock on it. So instead of
Right.
your traditional deal where you tie off and come
So this
back,
way you can set it. Yep.
tie to your anchor point and then just pull it tight and it locks on itself. And then each corner is made to fit a trekking pole, so you can just tie it up.
Okay. So you can have like an improvised shelter if you need.
So it's at a 70D ripstop nylon. So it's tough enough to lay down on like a grass field or a beach and use it as a beach blanket. I wouldn't use it on rocks or sticks. But then turn it into, yeah, this one doesn't have carabiners on it. Essentially, to turn it into
A hammock?
a hammock, it'd be a carabiner sewn in on this
Okay.
side. And then you pull.
There's all work here.
Oh, no, just do it. Yeah, no, just do it down here. So the carabiner will stop it from coming through. So one side is stitched into the channel. So all you have to do is pull through. And then there's your hammock. The other thing that's different, and I don't have them because I sent all my straps out, the tie-down straps are actually kayak straps.
Okay.
So you have a short strap with a cam buckle on it and a loop, and then a long strap with a loop on it. So instead of just those daisy chains that you normally have for hammocks that you can only use that strap for one thing, you can use these straps for tie-downs. They also hook together, so in total you have something like 27 feet of webbing with 2 cam buckles with them. The other reason those straps are better is the daisy chain, they sandwich 2 pieces of webbing, so the amount of space it takes up in your sack is double what mine does. So for a traditional 9-foot piece of like daisy chain webbing for a normal hammock, I can get 13 feet in the same amount of space with my strap.
What is the weight rating on these?
500 pounds.
So that's gonna be good in the Midwest. And then they can use it even for fire rescue if somebody's
So it
trying to
comes
jump
with,
out a window.
The sack that it gets packed into, it'll hold 6 aluminum stakes. So just with those 6 stakes, you have everything you need to have a full shelter.
To have an actual shelter,
And
yeah.
it also fits the 2 straps into one sack. And then everything has binding on it, where a lot of tarps will just be reinforced right at the corners. Mine ties it in throughout the entire perimeter. So you're not just going to pull your corner off because it's pulling from the entire tarp.
Okay. And then what is the current website that you're using for promotion?
Right now it's live on Indiegogo.
Okay.
So it's in demand on Indiegogo.
Yeah.
Once I get physical product in, it'll be on Amazon. But if you wanted to do a pre-order, you could just go to Indiegogo.
So Indiegogo, and then they order. What is the name of the product again?
Walden Hammocks.
Walden Hammocks. That's W O L
AL.
W A L.
Can't spell.
Okay, W L A L D E N
Yeah.
Hammocks. Okay.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's kind of it.
that's that's a lot. That's That's a pretty impressive
Here's,
thing.
Big project.
I don't know if your phone can get it, but these are all the different ways you can set it up.
I will link it once I figure out what I can get a lot of this, but I want to link it so that people can
Sure.
actually visit the site. So, plow point, fly line roof, hammock, then a lean-to, A-frame, dining fly.
And then the size of the pack is about the size of an Nalgene. It's hard to tell from those pictures, but
Okay.
it's pretty small. And it looks bigger now, but it's meant to actually compress. So it ends up being about this big.
So a small watermelon. Relaxation when you want it, shelter when you need it. It's pretty neat. Well,
Yeah, thanks, man.
Walden Hammocks. Okay, I'm gonna cut it here. The 3-in-1 hammock, shelter, and camping blanket.